everyone. Today we'll be talking about probability basics, right? So probability just means the likelihood of an event, right? So this is likelihood of an event, right? So if I tell you what's the probability, let's say the quarter. All right, I have the quarter here. What's the probability? It's going to be head or tail, right? So we're going to be talking about that. What's the probability? So we can say probability of an event is desired outcome of a total outcome, right? So we're going to be talking about the whole body of what is the set of possible value, because you have to know, like, in order to find a probability we have to have a defined set. Like, we have to have something like this. Like, this is the space where all the possible value, and we might be interested in something small. Where's it? So what's the probability I land here instead of everything? So this would be the desired, so it'll be on top, and the whole set will be at the bottom. So let's give an example. Let's say I have numbers 1 through 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, what's the probability that I get an even number for these numbers? So one probability that I get an even. Now we gotta count how many even numbers do I have. 2 is even, 4 is even, 6 is even, 8 is even, and 10 is even. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many numbers what's the total outcome? 1 through 10 is 10. Divide both sides by 5, so that's 1/2. Okay, all right. So this is the probability that you get an even number, right? Let's try something else. What's the probability you get a number greater than 7? Probability you get a number greater than 7. Now, same thing, right? Right? What are the numbers that's greater than 7? Can I pick 7? No, because it has to be greater than 7. Can I pick 8? Yes. So it's 8, 9, and 10. How many numbers are greater than 7? That's my desired outcome, so that's 3. What's the total number? What's the total set, the total body? That's 10, so that's 3/10. So my probability that I get a number greater than 7 is 3/10. Now, if they ask you the percentage, then you use a calculator. Now, 1/2 is 0.5, which is 50%, and 3/10 is 0.3, which is 30%, right? So when you use percentage helps you understand the likelihood, right? So 50% is more likely than 30%. So if I have all the numbers 1 through 10 put into a basket and I put my hand in there, the fact that I'm going to get an even number is 50%. Now the fact that I will get a number greater than 7 is 30%. So that means it's less likely, right? So that's what probability is. We can give different examples out there, right? So the most important one is like a dice. So let's make an example on the dice. Okay, what's the probability you get? What's the probability you get a 6? Okay, what's the probability you get a 6? All right, a dice has numbers, right? It's like a cube, right? It has numbers 1 through 6, right? 4, 5, 6. What's the probability you get a 6? So the desired outcome is 1 number, right? So that's 1. Total outcome, the total possible value for the dice is 6. So 1/6. Now we can ask different questions too. We can talk about, just like we talk about what's the probability you get an odd on the dice. So let's do that. What's the probability you get an odd? How many odd numbers you see on the dice? 1, 3, 5, right? 1, 3, 5. How many is that? 3. How about the total number of possible value for the die? 6. 3 over 6. You divide both sides by 3, so that's 1 over 2. So the probability you get an odd number on the dice is 50%. And we can do the same thing. Say we just did that with numbers. You can do that with coins. You can do that with dice. You can do that with cards, right? So depending on the cards, depending on the you can do that with cards, right? Diamonds, hearts, blacks, spades, kings, 8, 7, 2, and all that. So you play cards, so you know all the possible values. So it's very straightforward. So there will be homework, there will be work on Google Classroom. So this is pretty straightforward, right? I can tell you the same thing about the letters of the alphabet. How many letters in the alphabet? 26, right? What's the probability you get a vowel? How many vowels? I think it's A, E, O, I, U, right? So that's 5. So 5 over 26. So the probability you get a vowel is 5 over 26 because there are 5 vowels. That's what I'm looking for. And total outcome is 26. So that's all you have to do. You have to know the desired outcome over the total possible outcome, and that will give you a chance. Now, this is just a fraction. If you want to know the percentage, you divide it, right? So 5 divided by 26 is 0.19. So this is 0.19, which is 19%, right? Now 19%, anything less than 50% is less likely to happen. But this is just probability, right? Probability means there's no guarantee. It doesn't matter how many times you flip a coin. Even if it's 80%, the next time you flip a coin, there's no guarantee. So percentage do happen in real life when you play video games. So the probability that the opponent, the computer is gonna hit you hard, they can use a probability. The probability that you'll find the door, they can use probability. The probability that you'll find the cake, you can use probability. Probability do happen in games, so they make it less predictable, right? So sometimes it can pop up here, sometimes it can pop up this, sometimes it can pop up there. So there are games that use probability. And there are many other places in the real world where probability will be used. But again, probability is just gives you an idea. It's no guarantee. So if you go to the casino and you play, you flip the coin. Let's say you flip the coin 100 times, right? 90 times you get a head. Let's say you get a head, right? You want to try the 100th time. You say I'm gonna get a head because 90 times you got a head. There's no guarantee because flipping a coin is 50%, right? Right? Just because you have 90% head doesn't mean the next time you flip it you will get. So percentage is just out there for us to learn, but there's no guarantee about the next outcome. All right, that's it for now.